James Tapp was born on September 9, 1977, in the Magnolia Projects, one of the toughest neighborhoods in New Orleans. After dropping out of Cohen Senior High School in the 11th year, he became involved in drug sales and developed a heroin and cocaine addiction as a teenager. At just 14, he started recording under the name Magnolia Slim. Kicking It for Hoes became a hit, and his 1994 cassette Soulja for Life and 1995 EP Dark Side achieved local popularity. In 1998, Slim joined Master P's No Limit Records label. His song Give It to Them Raw sold 82,000 copies in its first week and peaked at number 13 on the Billboard 200. His unvarnished narration was evident in songs like Street Life and From What I Was Told. He was imprisoned after being found guilty of armed robbery in 1998. After his release, he dropped The Streets Made Me with No Limit, then founded Cutthroat Committee Records, releasing Years Later and Years Later, a few months after. He became a sensation in 2004 after his collaboration with Juvenile. Slow Motion became a posthumous Billboard Hot 100 #1 smash. Slim's sound evoked the street life, gangs, violence, and drugs of New Orleans. A Texas company introduced Soulja Slim Strawberry Soda in 2021, while his sister Peaches started the Soulja Slim Collection clothing line in 2019. Lil Soulja Slim, his son, carries on his musical legacy. Slim was accused of boasting in his music about killing, torturing, and kidnapping drug traffickers. In particular, some people believe that the lyrics to My Jacket allude to a real murder. Slim has no convictions or government records that connect him to serial killing. There was just one witness connected to the 2004 investigation, which 3rd District Captain James Scott documented, and there was insufficient evidence to bring charges. Slim's family, notably his mother, Linda Tapp Porter, and his manager, Anthony Murray, denied these claims, claiming that Slim had been concentrating on his music. In a Murder Dog interview, Slim acknowledged his true identity by admitting to using drugs and carrying firearms. He boasted about disrespecting his rivals and robbing dealers, which led to feuds. Soulja Slim's actual street persona, criminal past, and aggressive manner, all rooted in the brutal reality of New Orleans in the 1990s, were the reasons behind his intimidating image. Slim served a 4-year prison sentence from 1998 to 2001 for drug sales and armed robberies. He presented an unapologetic persona in Murder Dog, when he confessed to drug use and carrying guns during performance. Because of his participation in the drug trade and gang culture in New Orleans, he was well known and respected on the streets. Some people interpreted his poems literally, which included robbing dealers and getting in the face of adversaries. He disrespected rivals by targeting their partners and rapping about it, leading to a rumored $10,000 bounty on his head. He became a target because of his combative attitude and unyielding approach. His manager claimed that Slim didn't take street feuds seriously enough to turn to violence, but he was a troublemaker due to his reputation as a gangster who lived his lyrics. Just hours before a Thanksgiving celebration, Soulja Slim was murdered on the front lawn of his mother's home in Gentilly, New Orleans, around 5:30 p.m. on the evening of November 26, 2003. A .40 caliber Glock that had been stolen from someone else was used to fire bullets. Police arrested 22-year-old Garrell Smith on December 31, 2003, claiming that he was paid $10,000 for the deal, which may have been connected to a street dispute or record label quarrel. Despite the fact that Smith was found in possession of the murder weapon, charges were dismissed because there was not enough evidence and no witnesses came forward. Slim's case remained unresolved when Smith was slain in August 2011. Soulja Slim is still a legendary figure in New Orleans rap. The city's artists were influenced by his unvarnished honesty. He was born out of the harsh realities of New Orleans and used them to create music that spoke to people. His rough edge, genuine personality, and criminal past made him a target in a potentially violent society, earning him a feared reputation. The dangers he took are highlighted by his unsolved 2003 murder, which may have been the result of a rivalry or a bounty. Slim's influence, tributes, and music all contribute to his legacy and solidify him as a cultural legend.